22 pitches. And that's strikeout number 3 of the day for Taylor Tinsley. Well, our first Sunday night baseball matchup of the season, the Phillies and the Rangers will finish up their 3-game series at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. It'll be on ESPN. Michael K. and A-Rod back with their K-Rod presentation on ESPN2. It's also available on ESPN Deportes and ESPN Radio. First baseman Emily Schultz up next.
This first time through the lineup here for Stanford, it's big on just picking up information, and I don't know if they had an idea that maybe the freshman was going to be in the circle, Tinsley, or they might have been preparing for Ramo to just like put the nail in the coffin on Sunday, the senior getting the ball, but it's all about, okay, what am I learning from this at bat? How can I pass on that information to my teammates, have a good quality at bat my next one? And we've been just seeing them swing at some pitches a little bit up in the zone. Rise ball, and Tinsley's been doing a good job of spinning that pitch, but for Stanford, it's about trying to be patient, swinging a pitch that you can do some damage with.
And remember, if you're just joining us, the leadoff hitter for Stanford, Taylor Gindelsperger, that started this game, it was a 12-pitch at bat, and she took it out for a double. This one rolled back up the middle of the field by Emily Schultz. Hit number 2 of the day for the Cardinal.
And it's just doing little things like that. You're ahead in the count, 2-0. You know that Tinsley's going to have to battle back. She's going to have to bring you something. You just simplify it. Just hit something a little bit more over the plate and take it right back up the middle.
Third baseman Emily Jones looking for her first hit in this series. That's .275 on the season. We'll go back to Taylor Tinsley. She's the freshman in the circle for UCLA. This is a player, number 1 pitcher in this freshman class, number 2 overall. And it was about gaining experience for Kelly. That's what she talked to us about, getting her out there in Pac-12 play. She's the future of UCLA.
And the last time she threw was against Cal, so she didn't get that experience playing against Oregon.
Well, she threw 2 innings at Oregon, actually. Yeah.
When you start games, too, sometimes it's just this, like, different type of adrenaline and trying to figure out how to kind of calm those butterflies that maybe feel like they're stabbing you a little bit, because these games mean so much, but there's so much at stake every single outing, and that's the beauty of the sport, right? Like, you get to go out and try to prove yourself.
Megan Grant leaping out for it. UCLA doesn't turn 2, but they do get Emily Schultz going to second. Megan Grant, she already has a solo home run and then flashing the leather.
Love this angle. It's kind of making it look easy. Glove going all the way to the left, makes a money throw to Anna Vines at 2. Obviously, Emily Jones, a lot of speed up the lines. That was going to be tough to double her up.
So we're going to see Alanado sub in here in the number 8 spot. They know 1 hit on the season. It was on February 22nd against Santa Clara. Saw her as a pinch hitter in game 1 of the series, but struck out against Ramo. Emily Jones on first for Nato.
Pitches tough to let go by. I say that because not very often are you just kind of getting that candy right down the middle of the plate. It's the ones you wish you could take back.
It evens up at 2-2. It's Alanado.
really good at bat here. Working herself back. Up in this count. Quickly was jumped ahead 0-2. Let's push this to a full count. Really good at bat here.
Elenita, this one going Maya Brady's way. She gets to turn and go back across her body. Got it in time.
And it is so good, not only for UCLA, but I just think for the sport, to be able to respect injuries happen. And yes, she's been here for 7 years, which is a long time, but sometimes things happen. But more importantly, what makes this young lady so special to me is she hasn't wavered from putting in the work to want to be out on the field. She loves UCLA. She wanted to get back out there, and she's just battled injury after injury, hanging in the training room nonstop. And mentally, that can be tough. And she's come out on the other side of it, and that to me is pretty special.
Yeah, she tore her ACL last year, February 19th against Texas. Remember, her first season at UCLA was 2017, and she had to redshirt that year because of an ACL injury. Leading off this inning, facing Elena Vaughter in the circle. Berlin's only run came off the bat of Megan Grant, a solo home run to start the game. How good is it to have Aaliyah Jordan back if you're UCLA? Kelly Inouye-Perez told us she didn't come back for her, she came back for the program, and that makes all the difference.
So much pop. This pitch on the inner half turns on it, but also knows she has to turn the wheels on. And that was the biggest thing about Aaliyah Jordan coming back. It was not that she was being cleared to hit. She had to get cleared to run and to be able to run the bases. And you see her scooting up the line, getting up there quick, and it's just good to see an Aaliyah Jordan who's healthy, whose swagger is there, and she's making this team better by just her presence being felt by these athletes and being back out there with them. I know she obviously helped coach them when she wasn't out on the field, but now that she's out there, let's go.
Yeah, Kelly Gooden is going to come in and pinch run for her. Aaliyah Jordan has been hitting since January, Coach I told us, but as you said, it was the running piece that they needed to pass to get her cleared to come back and get in the lineup. Savannah Pola showing bunt. Just saw Pola move down in the order today. She's hitting in the 6th spot. Had been leading off for UCLA. Last 5 games, though, just 2 for 16. Seeking her first hit against Stanford this weekend.
And when we talked to Coach Kelly Inouye-Perez prior to the game, she really talked about like challenging this group more so than the expectations of what they're supposed to do. Meaning, hey, Savannah Pola, let's go. I'm going to challenge you. I want you to do X, Y, Z. And as athletes, what makes being an athlete so special is either when someone tells you can't do something, and I'm going to prove to the world that I can, or when someone says, hey, I want you to try to do this, let's go, there's a challenge. You want to rise to the occasion, and it's something she's really trying to set the tone with this UCLA team. And today, a good opportunity for Savannah Pola, who's probably putting outside pressure.
This one back over the head of Vaughter, and they'll get Kelly Gooden sliding to second. And Kelly Inouye-Perez is asking for a video review of this.
It's a good piece right up the middle, but River Mailer in the perfect location at second base to get this ball. We are going to go to the replay.
And so each team gets 2 challenges per game, and starting in the 6th inning, the umpire crew can initiate those challenges. So they'll go take a look at the monitor, and actually the TV sport operator is sitting directly next to Danielle. She's safe. So they saw enough from their camera angles, and they do have different angles than we do that allowed them to overturn that call. Lauren Carter at the plate now for UCLA. 2 on, nobody out. Leah Jordan led off this inning with a single out to right. Kelly Gooden running for her now over at second thanks to the fielder's choice. Lauren Carter, she was big in game one. 2 for 2, 2 RBI Friday night.
Opportunity missed there by Lauren Carter. When you have runners on base, especially first and second, none out, you want to try to put two in scoring position. Misses the bunt there, but an opportunity with 0-2. You want to try to advance those runners.
Also big opportunity for Elena Vaughter in the circle. She's going to capitalize.
You just don't see the bunting game as much as you used to. Like, I just love the ABCs of the game. Hey, you got runners on, let's find a way to sacrifice yourselves, but she drops to a quick 0-2 when she misses the bunt, and Vaughter spotting the drop ball in on the hands. A little split grit by Lauren Carter, but not able to get on the inside part of that drop. It's a big-time strikeout for Vaughter.
Now Anna Vines in the 8th spot after this strikeout. Here's a fun fact for you. Anna Vines in her career against Elena Vaughter is hitting .461. She's 6 for 13.
Dang. She's seeing a big here. I have a fun fact. It's out there for everyone. She's batting .450 in conference.
Look at that.
I mean, yours wins, but it
does. This one rolls foul.
It's still nice to just dish it back to you. So you.
All right, take me inside of Elena Vaughter's head right now. She got 2 on. You're ahead again. 0-2 it. You just struck out 1. How do you refocus here?
You go in attack mode mentality. You know what happened to Lauren Carter. You jumped 0-2 right out of the gate. Now you're in the same type of situation. And you also know as a pitcher, hitters that tend to have your number a little bit, but it's location. Like Coach Allister said, she has to be a little bit better in game 3.
This one towards shallow center, scooped up by Gendelsberger.
And it's just owning the moment. And I mean that with, hey, when you have now, you have a runner on first and second, the call's overturned, the crowd's going wild, all of that energy going to UCLA, the senior pitcher says absolutely not. I'm still going to go pound the strike zone. I'm going to stay in my own bubble and do my thing and not let anything on the outside get to me. And that's exactly what she's done. She's attacked back-to-back hitters, strikeout, and then the little fly out to Anna Vines.
We're going to see a pinch hitter here. Alyssa Garcia will step into the number 9 spot. Leah Jordan led off with a hit. Savannah Pola, they changed that to a single. And then Elena Vaughter wouldn't strong with a strikeout and then a fly out to center. Here comes Garcia.
Well, a fun fact about Alyssa Garcia, last year situationally, 43% of the time she was swinging at that first pitch. Leaves it there, but I dig it. When someone steps in the box and they're swinging, it's because you know that a pitcher does not want to fall behind. Vaughter does not want to spot and fall behind, especially in this situation. You want to know she's going to bring you something.
Changing it up with speed.
Ooh, money.
I think Vaughter's really keyed in here, these last 3 hitters.
And sometimes there's more of the mentality of ice in your veins when there's runners on. When you feel that added pressure a little bit.
0-2.
And it can also kind of be like the mentality of like, I'm going to prove everyone wrong. Yeah, there's runners on. There's this situation. We got none out. I'm going to prove to you that I can work my defense, get some big strikeouts, jump ahead, and get us out of this inning. And it's that confidence piece.
That'll even things up 2-2. Alyssa Garcia at the plate, Kelly Gooden at second, Savvy Pola at first for UCLA.
wouldn't mind seeing a Vada rise ball here. She's gone down consistently, and that's a pitch that she worked her tail off on in the offseason, was that rise ball. And that is the hardest combo to do, to go up to down and to be able to work quadrants and consistently get a separation in that spin is hard to do when you're primarily down. But man, I'd love to see a little snap rise ball up in the zone here.
Garcia reached for it, and that'll be the second K for Elena Vaughner.